Neurology series, High Doses of Marijuana by Medical Science for Kids. This is a very controversial topic, but let's get into it. This is our agenda. Neurology series, High Doses of Marijuana. Versus right now. Fun experiment of hot balloon, August 15, 2020. And the rest is NA, etc. Vocabulary. Stimulate. To encourage something to develop, grow, and become active. Marijuana, a type of cannabis drug where it can alter parts of your brain, memory, etc. Dopamine. This is basically a neurotransmitter in the brain where it can release these positive emotions like achievements and happiness. Neurotransmitter. This is a very hard one, guys. It's basically a specified type of chemical messenger, I guess, and it can transmit these signals from the nerve cells to the target cells. These target cells are located in many parts of our body, like the glands and our muscles, etc. What is marijuana? Marijuana is a type of cannabis and is also used for medical research. But if consumed, scientists say that it can actually increase dopamine levels. But if you consume too much, it's not going to. Since marijuana is an accepted drug that I said before, it can control your dopamine levels, which are neurotransmitters in your brain. But as I said before, if you consume it too much, it won't follow your directions. How does these doses of marijuana do to your brain? These drugs will keep stimulating these dopamine levels. And these dopamine levels, as I said before, can release positive things. And the cannabis, like known as marijuana, is potent because of its dangers of its vast amounts if you consume it, and then it will enter the bloodstream. So, what it says here that if you consume a vast amount of marijuana, it can actually be damaging and decrease the dopamine levels, leading to very sickness, acute failure, and also depression. This drug can change how information is processed properly in the part of the brain, which is called hippocampus, which is here. It can also process sequences, facts, and if you have access to a lot of marijuana, then it can actually affect learning new memories and forming fresh memories. How does the phlegm affect your respiratory system caused by this drug? So, before we get into the words, we need to first understand the diagram. So, the mucus in the throat, which is here's the esophagus, you can call the throat also, and the mucus goes down here, and this is the opposed nozzle, which is up at the mucus, at top of the mucus, and it will go to different directions. It can also go to the nose. The mucus can also go down the esophagus. That's why you feel like something's down your esophagus, kids. So let's get into the words. Phlegm is basically a mucus and protects your respiratory system. And if you consume this drug, actually the phlegm or the mucous membranes will produce a lot of mucus, and it actually can lead to very cough out a lot of mucus, so which is really bad for you. And basically, as I said before, mucous membranes can make or produce phlegm, and it also can protect it in the protective lining tract. As a result, these mucous membranes will produce a lot of mucus, causing you to cough a lot of phlegm out of your esophagus. This is all caused by marijuana. So high doses of marijuana is very bad for you. That's the conclusion. And this is a very positive video where it can actually help you to not take a high dose of marijuana.